Every inch of its growth is a testament to its ability to endure and adapt. This tree does not have the luxury of leaning on others, so it learns to stand tall on its own. The storms it faces do not weaken it, but instead toughen its bark and strengthen its core. Its branches may sway violently in the wind, but they do not break. They have become flexible through repeated trials. The isolation that might seem to make the tree vulnerable has, in truth, made it resilient. The lone tree does not resist change. Each season leaves its mark. Buds in spring, full foliage in summer, and bare branches in winter. Yet with each cycle it adapts, proving that survival is not about resisting change, but embracing it. The leaves it loses in autumn are not a sign of weakness, but preparation, an understanding that to endure, the tree must let go. By standing alone, the lone tree embodies the essence of true belonging. It does not seek validation from other trees or measure its worth against the collective. It thrives because it belongs to itself. In its solitude, it finds strength, purpose, and beauty. The lone tree, despite its isolation, is not weak. In fact, its very solitude allows it to grow in ways that other trees, bound by the competition for sunlight and space, cannot. The absence of these external pressures lets its branches stretch wide, its roots delve deep into the soil, and its canopy becomes a unique testament to its individuality. Every twist in its trunk, every scar on its bark, tells the story of a journey filled with struggle and perseverance. Each mark represents a moment of resistance and strength. Its survival is not a mere consequence of being in an open space, but a result of actively engaging with the environment, pushing itself to grow beyond what might seem possible. In its solitude, the lone tree serves not only itself, but also the world around it. It becomes a haven for birds, offering shelter and a place of rest. It provides shade for travelers, offering respite in an otherwise harsh and barren landscape. Its very presence signifies life, a mark of vitality amidst an otherwise desolate setting. The tree's endurance, its ability to thrive in isolation, is not a burden, it is a strength, allowing it to serve the world in ways that no other tree can. The idea of the lone tree serves as a powerful metaphor for human life. Like the tree, humans often face challenges that seem insurmountable. Yet, it is through facing these trials directly, through the act of standing firm in the face of adversity, that we discover our true strength. Our lives, like the tree's trunk, are marked by struggles. But rather than seeing these marks as signs of weakness, we can choose to see them as evidence of our growth. Every challenge we face has the potential to shape us into something stronger, more resilient, more capable. Sometimes we forget that authenticity is key to deep connection. We often feel that to be truly close to someone we must share everything with them, constantly seeking their attention and validation. Yet, the more we try to control the connection, the more we risk suffocating it. Genuine connection requires space, a space for each person to maintain their individuality, their freedom, and their sense of self. Only in this space can true trust and understanding grow. Trust is not something that is built by force, it is built over time, as we allow others to express themselves freely without fear of judgment or criticism. But giving space in relationships can feel counterintuitive. When we care about someone deeply, we fear that pulling away or loosening our grip might risk losing them. We believe that if we don't constantly hold on, the bond might weaken or break. Yet it is often in letting go that the relationship strengthens. The freedom we give each other to be our authentic selves allows the relationship to grow, allowing both individuals to flourish in their own way. This paradox of giving space to strengthen bonds is one of the most profound lessons we can learn in human relationships. In a world overflowing with superficial interactions, it's easy to feel disconnected despite the constant stream of communication. We are surrounded by noise, social media posts, casual greetings, messages, and endless updates. But even as we're linked to others in various ways, there's an undeniable hunger for something deeper. True connection isn't found in the quantity of interactions we have, but in the quality of them. The deep, meaningful connections that satisfy our human need for belonging are rare. We often find ourselves starved for conversations that go beyond the surface, beyond small talk, beyond the mundane. True freedom, the freedom that allows us to live authentically, is not about following the crowd or seeking validation from every direction. It's about liberating ourselves from the pressures of external expectations and living a life that aligns with our inner truth. Freedom is often a concept we associate with independence. We think of freedom as breaking away from the crowd, distancing ourselves from societal constraints, and living life on our own terms. But when we delve deeper, we realize that true freedom is not just about escaping external influences or walking away from restrictive norms. True freedom, particularly